World Environment Day, World Sparrow Day, World Biodiversity Day, workshops, seminars, and conferences on nature and environment. This would have resulted into a greener, happier, and healthier earth. But why it did not happen so, and why we are struggling with the basic questions like which are our native trees and birds, what I can do as an individual to save natural resources, and how I can make the visible difference. Either we close our eyes and make ourselves believe that it's a happy world, or we open our eyes, face the harsh reality, and take actions which promise our children a healthy life. That is when I decided not to close my eyes and start working on it. And that's how KEDI was founded, with an intention to make children touch and feel the nature. That's how they will evoke their sense of belongingness towards nature. Impressions of learning in our school days last for a lifetime, and KEDI's core philosophy is to make deepest positive impressions about environment during the initial journey of schooling. Instead of following the conventional education system or providing environmental education from grade 4 onwards, KEDI is educating the children as young as 3 years and as old as 21 years. With a careful detailed study of present education system and interaction with school education fraternity, a module was developed. It touches all the aspects in textbook and eventually brings them out in the reality. More importantly, the module gives students a chance to touch and feel the nature on regular basis, as the module is woven as part of school curriculum and timetable. Instead of giving a fragmented approach in understanding environment as a whole, KEDI touches all possible aspects and converts all of them into a real life experiences, satisfying the need of children who would want to see the results of their efforts. The journey of KEDI begins with vegetable gardening. It moves on a structured approach, which makes them young botanists, biologists, and ornithologists. The students start indulging into exact process of farming by learning in detail, beginning from types and importance of soil erosion, and possible solutions to stop the same. The students learn everything on the specially developed fields. In real life, we never think about seeds, but while designing the module, I have given a lot of importance to seeds. The students are exposed to various activities to generate curiosity about seeds, and eventually they are shown various seeds of vegetables, flowers, and trees, and explained in detail about the sowing process.
For sowing the saplings, we have to hold them with second and the thumb, and then make a hole in the soil and then put the sapling. And in the next class we learned about the seeds, and in that we have to first loosen the soil, and then we sprinkle the seeds in the lines, and we cover them and we water them.
Such is the impact of these sessions that students have started collecting different types of seeds even when they are out of the city on their vacations. There are students who would start sowing the seeds they had collected from different places and would nurture them with utmost care. The concept of water conservation started with a simple session about which crop needs how much water. The students have never watered the plants with hose pipes. Instead, we have the drip irrigation system, which the students only operate. They have learned which crop needs how much water and which plot needs to be closed down the drip irrigation system where it has to start. That's how they learned about water conservation. Also, we have started water audit system in the school campus itself. So all these initiatives, it results in great result when they come home also. Instead of keeping the taps on, the students have learned how to conserve the water now.
मेरे हिसाब से एक बहुत इनोवेटिव आइडिया है, और मैं जहाँ तक सोचता हूँ कि हर एक स्कूल को ये चीज़ करनी चाहिए, इस चीज़ को प्रमोट करना चाहिए, क्योंकि बच्चों को ये सिखाया जाना चाहिए कि पानी इस तरीके से बचाया जा सकता है। जो कन्वेंशनल फार्मिंग है या फ्लड इरिगेशन जो सिस्टम, जैसे ड्रिप लगने से पहले जो यहाँ सिस्टम था, उसके कंपैरिजन में अगर हम ड्रिप लगने के बाद अगर कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो लगभग हम 90% तक पानी इसके अंदर बचा सकते हैं। और बच्चों को वही चीज़ सिखानी है कि पानी हम कहाँ से बचाएं, जिसका एक सबसे पहला स्टार्ट हम यहाँ से कर सकते हैं कि स्कूल से उनको बताया जाए कि पानी कहाँ से बचाएं।
Following the sowing season, students start witnessing germination and growing of their crops. And with that, they also see different insects in their farms. Shedding their fear with the right knowledge and approach, the students hold insects in their hands and learn which are good and which are bad.
Well, I was very scared of insects before KD. In fact, I am now, but not as much as I was before. Once, while we were composting Misty, our classmate had found an earthworm. Hitad sir took it in his hand and he showed it to everyone. Many people even dared to touch it, and some even took it in their hands. And by seeing the number of people and my friends doing it, I felt motivated and I did it myself. And after doing it myself, I felt great because it was something which I could not do before, and I had done it now.
While the thought of cow dung disturbs many of us, the activity of using cow dung as nature manure and making vermicompost has changed the mindset of students. The students hold the dried cow dung in their hands, break it and mix it with the soil. As they find several non-degradable items in the cow dung, they realize the mistake of disposing of the waste at home without segregating it. Eventually, the students end up having their own compost pits and even adapting to zero food waste concepts. The hard work put into growing their crops is duly celebrated in the harvest season every year. They learn the techniques of harvesting different crops. It is also time for the students to showcase their learning, which follows by cooking and eating the vegetables they have grown. Well, the students' journey with KEDI does not end with harvesting, as the students realize the importance of food chain as well. Their activities about insects, which they did in the past, are connected with the activities about birds around them. How farming plays a crucial role in sustainable life is now easily understood by the students. It is because they regularly interact with the farmers who are an integral part of KEDI. The mutual imparting of knowledge of farming and formal education results into a win-win situation for farmers and students. Aware about the presence of pests, insects and butterflies, the student also start observing the birds. Activities like closing their eyes and deciphering the chirping of birds from other noises leads them to a systematic approach to bird watching. It is this change which created the need to have a bird watching tower with 2 platforms for the different age groups. From here, they have a close look at the birds with professional binoculars and witness the nesting, roosting and other bird activities. The close look at the birds with binocular leads the students to see the beautiful canopy of trees and beautiful shades of leaves. That is when they are introduced to the native trees, its importance in the local ecosystem and interdependence. Instead of showing these trees in books or on screen, KEDI has created a unique tree museum within the campus. It has a massive collection of more than 200 native trees collected from different parts of the state. Activities like matching the leaves, touch the bark and making leaves graffiti results into a deeper understanding about trees. Do we have a river or a water pond or a lake in front of our house? No. But still, water bodies play an important role in our lives. And it is this concept where the students learn about drip irrigation system, they learn how to conserve the water, and that's how they are connected with the water bodies. Field visits are organized at the rivers, water bodies like lakes and ponds, and that's when they realize that what is the importance of water body in conserving the biodiversity. In the age of smartphones and iPads, it has become a great challenge for the parents to make their children read the books. And it is this aspect only which made KEDI think about developing its own library. And it was supported by the curiosity generated within the campus because the children were connected with insects, they were connected with vegetables, they were connected with birds, and they wanted to know more about it. So that is why we decided to develop a library. The library was erected with pure natural material, and the effect of this library is that the students come rushing. Even if they have a short break of 10 minutes, they come to library, they take out the books, they go through the books, they take notes, and then they go back to their classes. So this is the effect of KEDI library which we have seen. Several activities like sowing, watering, and harvesting are directly or indirectly connected with the subjects which are part of school curriculum. Be it mathematics, social science, art, music, and physical education. Being part of KEDI, the students are able to connect all these subjects with their fieldwork at KEDI. Simply worrying about environmental degradation by attending seminars and workshops will not serve the purpose. It needs action now. And that is what KEDI is doing. The students are taken through a journey which is more action-based. They learn everything on hands-on activities, and that is where they become alert and aware citizens. And that is going to provide them a better tomorrow.